Alright guys, so you're back with The Gentleman's Look. For those who are new to the channel, my name is Devon Darby, and I do want to apologize to those who have, the few of those who have been following the channel, have been kind of MIA a little bit. Very busy schedules is not a good excuse, but something came to me today and said, you know what, this was a vision that you had. You had a plan to help individuals, especially gentlemen in the world who are seeking to be better men. And as well as help yourself through this process. I think you need to see that, see that through. So I said to myself, you know what, let me get back in front of that camera, and it's going to be ups and downs, but you got to keep going forward in order for things to work itself out. So that's why we're back today, and I do want to apologize for those who have taken the time to follow this channel and see what I have going on. Alright, so again, this is a channel that helps gentlemen to be better men, both spiritually, physically. This as far as your mindset and your attire as well. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. But more specifically, I have a few things on my mind that I want to talk to you guys about. Not concerning me, but just what I see going on and things that I probably, things that I have went through in the past, but I'm a little better with it now. And it's just how to deal with the pressures of life as a gentleman, the type of mindset that you need to be in order to deal with this thing called life, because it's no joke. It's different when you're looking at it from a point of view where you're not so independent yet. You still have someone, let's be real, still have somebody not taking care of you, but providing all of the necessities for you, while you just, do the little things that you want to do on your own, versus being fully independent. It's a big transition. It's a big transition. So the mindset that you have to be in, let's talk about it. All right, so first I want you to understand that you're not in control of what happens to you in life. You're not in control of that, so don't get down if you don't find yourself to be where you want to be at the time frame that you set for yourself to be there. And don't go looking at everybody else's blessings and wondering what happened to you. Everybody's going to receive certain blessings and gifts and things that's going to propel them forward at different times, because that person just might need a little bit more than what you need, or whatever they have been receiving is better geared towards their purpose and their timing. You can't worry about what everybody else is doing. You have to focus on you and solely what you have going on for you and your family if you have children. Also, I want you to understand that things take time, and because you have to understand this, you have to come up with a plan for whatever it is that you want to do. In this life, there's no such thing as winging. You don't just wing things. I mean, that's a very irresponsible man for someone who does not have a plan but has all of these aspirations and goals. You're not really saying anything, not just to other people, but you're not saying anything to yourself. If you're just going to if you're just going to get up and say, okay, you know what, I'm going to use a generic approach, but I want to be rich. I just want to have a lot of money. All right, you want to have a lot of money for what? What do you want to do with that money? How are you going to plan to get there? What can you do right now? What small steps can you make right now to get towards that luxurious goal that you have? But you have to have a plan. If somebody who is trying to make steps without a plan, I don't care your age, that's not a man. That's a boy. Because boys just go out there and just do whatever and just live, brainlessly, because they don't know any better. But it's assumed that after a certain period in time in your life, after you done lived enough, you should kind of know what's going on and what you're doing. You should be more conscious of your decisions. So try to come up with a plan and follow that plan. See it through. I also want to talk about taking calculated risks. I mean, nothing is going to always, they always say it's great when a plan comes together. That is great, but not all the time a plan is going to come together. But you do want to take calculated risks, and what I mean by that is you want to plan for the risk that you're looking to take. You're not, you're not going to wing it. So if you want to be a great investor, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna what you're going to do is you're going to save up some money. You know what I mean? You're going to save up some money, and you're going to invest those monies in whatever it is that you're interested in investing in. And you're not going to think about it because you plan to do that. Yes, it's a risk. You can lose your money. and you can gain some. But you saved up to make that calculated risk. Now the difference in that, or the opposite of that would be, you just have some money that came your way, and you just took all of that money and just put it into whatever it is that you want to invest in. But that's not good, because you didn't plan to do that. You was blessed to get some money somewhere, and you just put that in. No, that's not the way you want to do it. You want to plan for it. Yeah, you definitely want to plan for these things. I mean, let's be real. Sometimes I don't know if I'm the only person that feels this way, but when you are broke and you don't have any money, it seems like all of the right opportunities come your way. There's so many different things that can happen only if you just had a little bit of money. And then when you have the money, it seems like, where did all of those opportunities and people who was coming to me before, where are they? But sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes when you have a lot of money, there's a whole bunch of opportunities that come your way looking to take all your money. And because you have this money and you're probably not used to, having money like that, you're so willing to make a quick decision because you're like, you know what? I got this money, I got all these opportunities, let me just jump on in and jump on that. But that's not you don't want to make impulse purchases or impulse investments, because a lot of times smart investing comes from researching and following certain industries and following certain things, and you attach all the information and the way you feel about a company situation or an industry, and you attach those motions to the move to make that investment. I'm just using investing as an example. You know what I mean? There's plenty of other things, but yeah, pretty much you just want to have a plan for everything that you want to do, and whether it works or not, you're already successful, because true success comes from someone who wakes up every day and knows the direction that they're heading in. If you wake up and you're just living life, I'm just going to live life and just go with the wind wherever the wind blows me, that is an unsuccessful individual. So just remember that success does not come with the things that you achieve all the time. Yeah, that's a result of success, but true success comes from making moves that you intended to make, having a direction that you intended to go in, and you're doing that. As long as you know where you're going, you're successful. All right. Also, I want to speak a little bit about the way you speak, and the type of energy that you give off. A lot of people believe in the energies of the world and things like that. Some people are very scientific in that aspect. But whether it's science or whether it's God, at some point in time, it's all going to come together. Because in my personal opinion, God is science. The way the world works, God created it all. God is the greatest scientist of all. But it's true. Whatever energies you put out into the world, you're going to get. And don't be so negative about people who are quick to speak about God or speak optimism into your life. Sometimes you're going to come across people where no matter what you tell them, they're always going to be giving you the brighter side of things. And to you, you're going to probably think, oh, what the hell does this person know? He or she's not going through what I'm going through. So of course you can say that, or of course you can behave this way because you haven't seen the things that I've seen. But you don't know everybody's story, and you don't know what type of faith that they've built up in life to be able to walk through their darkest hour and still be shining bright. There's some people out in the world who are just that firm and that strong and have that much faith in what they believe in, that no matter what they are exposed to or go through, they're still going to shine bright. And you need to take heed to those type of people, because sometimes God keeps sending those people your way to remind you that I'm not blind to what you're going through. So don't think because you're having such a hard time in life that I turn my back on you. I'm sending people your way to let you know that it's all good. This is your process. You're like a seed that's buried really deep into the ground and covered in dirt. But once you start blooming, it's all good. Everybody's going to be like, wow, that's a beautiful tree, or that's a beautiful flower. But they don't know everything that was going on under that dirt, and that's all it is. So don't be so, don't push off those people who seem to be just optimistic all the time, because it's not that they're fake. Sometimes they are fake, but sometimes that's just who they are. And if they came to you, take it as a sign that they came to you for a reason. Don't get so buried in your troubles, man. Now this I'm speaking from, absolute experience because I was that person who was easily able to mentor a lot of people. You know, since I was really, really young, I must say I was really wise for my age. Since I was really young, I used to I used to have adults. I used to talk to adults, and they used to say to me like, "Wow, I never thought of it like that." And I was probably like maybe 13 or somewhere up in there. But I was always pretty wise. But sometimes I couldn't take my own advice, and that's what it is. Sometimes if you don't know yourself, even if you have gifts, if you don't know yourself that well, it'll be hard for you to rely on your own knowledge and wisdom when you need to. And a lot of times it takes time for you to spend some time by yourself and to get really comfortable in your skin, really comfortable with who you are, where you come from. You come from a God you made in His image. So that means, it doesn't mean that you are God, but you have God-like tendencies. And if you have anything that's God-like, you really need to act like it because that's not normal. You know what I mean? You're not just in the flesh. You're not a normal individual. You're God-like. So when you go through certain things, you have to remember that. You know, it's very rare that you will see a vulnerable lion. If you think about it, you know what I mean? If you are a lion, then you're a lion. It doesn't matter if you're vulnerable or not. You still should be roaring like a lion. So don't let life beat you up so much that you don't even act God-like. And now when I say act God-like, I mean the way you speak. You should always be speaking positive, even when things seem negative. It's not fake. It's not being fake. It's only called being fake because in this world, a lot of people are not used to this type of behavior of speaking positively and speaking things into existence. But these are all things that God sent you down here with. These are characteristics that God sent you down here with and gave you a book to follow in case you get lost, called the Bible. So it's not His fault that you took it upon yourself to live your own life and rely on your own understanding and try to get through your battles on your own. He didn't send you here for that. He didn't send you here to be pessimistic. He didn't send you here to complain or to shrivel up in your fears and insecurities and in your darkest hours. He told you what to do in all of them situations. But it's on you to believe that what He says is truth. And that's the type of battle that a lot of us are in. Because it's hard to give up feelings towards what you see and replace them with feelings towards something that you don't really see and that you have to believe and have faith in. But to be honest with you, God is a genius because that's the only way you can really know who's really for you. As you know, if God came down here and performed all of the miracles that He's performed already, you see where that got Him. It got Him nailed to a cross. And in those times, there were magicians who, quote unquote, did similar things. So to them, it was just another magician. But to feel somebody, to have a spiritual connection, that's the realest bond that you can ever have. I don't have to show you nothing. I don't have to convince you, physically of anything. But if I can make you feel something, if I can make you believe in something, if you can just feel my energy, then that's the realest bond that you can ever have. And I think that was the best choice that God can really make, to be honest with you. Because now it's up to you. It's up to you to dig deep and meet Him where He already is, where you need to get. So for gentlemen, for all women, everybody, it's only because this is a gentleman channel that I'm saying gentlemen. But for everyone, success is really what you make it. You have the control to be whoever you want to be. And it doesn't matter if you're living at home with your parents, if you have a sucky job that you don't like, if your bank account doesn't reflect the person that you feel you are and want to be in. I'm going to try to cover everything. If you don't have the friends that you feel that you should have based off the type of person you are, you seem like my crowd is just not as sophisticated, or I just feel like, you don't have the clothes that you think you should have, your body image, the way you think you should look, it doesn't matter. You need to be extremely confident exactly where you are. When Jesus Christ came to this earth, this is my beliefs again, when Jesus Christ came to this earth, He came in a poor way. He could have been brought down in the castle. He was in a manger in a poor village, you know. But that didn't stop him from being who he is. So I don't care if you're poor, you're homeless, keep your dignity, keep your pride, shine, because that is going to show. It's going to manifest itself. The more you shine, no matter where you are, no matter your status, the more the earth is going to be like, whoa, who's shining like that? I need to go give them things to make them shine more. But if you're negative, the earth is going to say the same thing. Well, who's being negative like that? I need to go give them something to be more negative about. It's going to grant you whatever it is that you are revealing. Don't forget, you are made in God's image. The same way, you know, God said, "Let there be light," and it was light. Whatever you say, that's what the earth is going to give you. So don't beat yourself up for where you are in life. Just have a plan. Just have a plan and go after it. And stop watching everybody else. Because people are not going to really tell you how they got what they got. A lot of people inherit a lot of things, but make it seem like they worked hard for it. And some actually did work hard for it. But they're not going to tell you what's really going on. And if you found out what's really going on and how they really got everything that they have, you're going to realize, oh, well, that's how. But it's none of your business. All you should be focusing on is you. Stop looking for people to tell you how they did what they did. Just ask God. Just ask God, listen, this is what I want to do. Lord, show me how to get this done. All right? So, gentlemen, please, just focus on your moves, on your plans. Stay positive. Just know that you are God-like. You're not God. Don't walk around and say, I'm God, I'm God. People saying that, it's not great. It's not right to do that. But everybody has their own beliefs. That's just my opinion. But you are God-like. So whatever you're going through, just remember, I'm God-like. So if you remember that, no matter what you go through, you're going to be talking different. You're going to stick your chest out different. Probably going to want to dress a little different, because you're going to start trying to reflect this God that you know you come from. And with that being said, that's all I have today. I hope you guys took from this. We getting back in the swing of things. I promise I won't take too much of a break anymore. And I love each and every one of you guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you feel that you are, if your soul is being fed from this, if you're learning something. I'm going to try to continue to make as many videos as possible, and always continue to be a gentleman no matter what you're going through. Alright, I'm sending you guys off this style. Bye-bye for the next time. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Be gentlemen. Bye-bye.